Hi, welcome to Kindred Spirit Readings. Let's begin, Cancer. So, your emotions are all over the place. I cannot stress that enough. And at the same time, you're having to cope with a very busy work schedule. Uh, I am seeing that you've got a lot of opportunities. It's a mixed bag this week, so it's good and bad. But it may leave your head feel as though it's spinning. Not only will you have challenges, I'm as I said, when I brought up emotions at the beginning of the reading, there are these challenges that you're going to be confronted with. Take this with a grain of salt. I am seeing that there's a lot of growth involved in your week. You're trying to master the area of your your health, for example. You may think that you have everything in check. There is a couple of things I'm seeing here now. A few bumps in the road. It could be that you think everything is working in your favor, but there are one or two things that you may want to tweak. Your diet is not as good as it could be. Maybe even increasing exercise just that little bit. But I'm seeing there's just not enough of that in your routine. So you could be missing out on a lot of you're not eating enough fiber. I'm seeing fiber could be one, and perhaps too much salt. So increasing or decreasing any or all of that, definitely seeing change almost immediately, a good one if you were to look into that. Now there could be a lot of what's going on that you're needing to adjust to. So this has been sort of happening in the last few months. I want to say even years. I could go as far back as 10 years, but what I want to say here is that these are adjustments. They're having to be made because it almost will feel to you that everything else around you is moving faster than what you are. You know, maybe too fast, maybe things are, if they're moving too fast, you're feeling as though you need to really catch up. You know, it's literally going to feel as though you're trying to keep up with people, or you know, the environment you're in, really depending on where you're at and how things are changing. You're trying, but it's showing me that the universe is also showing you that you could be struggling, showing you how not to struggle, showing you that everything will be okay if you try, if you open up to these to different options that are being offered to you. There are a couple of things that are coming up towards the end of the week when it comes to family. I'm seeing that there is a disconnection between you and one other person. I'm seeing that you might be on the outs with this person. You're not seeing eye to eye. Yeah, you're really struggling at the thought of being in their company. As terrible as that sounds, it really is showing me that there's some sort of it could be uncomfortable. I could also see it being a little bit too hard to bear, and you may want to try to a conclusion. It's up to you how you decide to move forward with this, but this would be, from what I'm seeing, would bring better results. Okay, so if you were to move forward and make peace with this person, I am seeing that things would turn out in your favor, and you know it becomes a really lovely union between the two of you. You could talk to each other more if this were the case. If this was to go the other way, the opposite way from the advice from the universe being given, I am seeing things could be stale for a really long time. Thank you, Cancer.